Hey, I'm Kenneth Wajda. I'm a professional photographer here in Colorado. Welcome to another one of my photo chats. So today I want to talk about, I've created a photographer's gathering. So you may have remembered or heard me here say that I run a monthly group the first Wednesday of the month in Boulder called Beers and Cameras. And I bring a projector and a screen and we show photographs and everybody really has a good time being, creating a real display of their work. I think some people it's a little bit challenging for, and it's good to have that challenge. And I've been doing it for 7 or 8 years, so it's a regular thing. It's not a new thing. But it's not weekly. It's not consistent. It's only monthly. And if you miss a month, you're now 2 months out. So I started in my town, instead of driving to Boulder, in my town of Longmont, I started a thing called Photographers Gather. And it happens every Tuesday. See, I went to write on a Tuesday night at this little Irish pub called Mike O'Shea's, and I thought, I'll go sit in the window, I'll go write, bring a computer, sit there, get a beer. And I noticed the whole front room is kind of empty. And the bar's got a cool look, and it's full of people dining in the restaurant side, but this front bar area was kind of empty and kind of dark and kind of mysterious, a little bit, I don't know, it had like a feeling that I felt like it was needing people to come and gather and drink. Gather and talk about photography. So I started another meetup group called Photographers Gather, and I wanted to be like the writers that would go and sit around the round table at the Algonquin Hotel back in the 1920s. Or I want to be, where Hemingway sat at a Paris pub or cafe and spoke to Oscar Wilde and they all conferred about what they were working on. I just want it to be a place for artists and mostly photographers to have a place to gather on a regular basis. So that if you don't have anything going on this week, well, Tuesday, we could go chat about photography. Go get a beer. There's other people going to be there. And the fact that it's regular, the fact that it happens every Tuesday, that's key. And it's something that you could start where you are. It's just a matter of getting the word out some way. But I use Meetup because they are a platform that certainly people go to looking for things. And we've had 3 of these Tuesdays already, and the day I thought of the idea, I created it for the next week, and the next week we had 11 people come out, and we've had 10-ish people every time now, and we're in a little long pub table, and people bring some cameras, some people bring some work, some people just come to talk, and I don't know what it's going to be. In fact, I don't always necessarily have to be there. I'm not running anything. I just created the space. I just created the round table that says, here's a place we can meet. And if I can't make it, it doesn't mean that it can't go on without me. It's not my gathering, it's just a gathering for photographers. The Beers and Cameras kind of needs me because I bring the projector and the screen and I reserve the room. This one, the pub is expecting us every Tuesday. And if I weren't there, they would say, okay, just as long as there's other people there, how about it? And I like the fact that it's possible to create gatherings. I think it's important for artists to have a place to connect to people they don't know well and to meet new artists and to talk about what each of us is doing with each other so that we can kind of get a little sense of, hey, everybody doesn't do it like me. And a place where we have a room where we can sit together, have a beer, chat and talk about what is interesting to us, what is inspiring us, what we're working on next. And then it creates accountability because next week somebody's going to say, how's that project going? When we talk about things publicly, we put them out to others and then that becomes more of a demand on us to go finish it because it's like, well, we've already talked about it. People are expecting it. And I am just a big fan of how we can bring people together, how photographers gathering helps everybody. And so we're 3 weeks in, another one coming up in a few days, and I look forward to it. I like this consistency. I like an every week thing. It's one night of the week that I have on my plate that I don't have to schedule. Something's already up. And I look forward to that. I used to do a Wednesday night culture night with a friend, and for several years, every Wednesday we would meet at 7 o'clock and then go find something to do. We might drive to go hear a band. We might go see a theater show. We might sit at a new pub we hadn't been to. We might go out and play music out on the street. We might, whatever we could do to come up with something new to do. Go see a comedy show. Go to an open mic. What else can we do that we haven't done before that we can increase our cultural awareness of what's going on and be a part of new things? So this photographers group, I hope, will be something that grows and continues to inspire people, brings people together, and I can't help but think that whenever we do that, we all benefit. All right, that's today's photography talk. If you're enjoying these, hit the subscribe button. If you can support, hit the Patreon. Thanks so much to all my supporters. I appreciate you. I'll be back next time. We will talk more photography. As always, here's the good light.